And we're off! And synced!
Dang.
Woo!
Alright.
Alright,
Yay.
so here comes Demolition's wheel mix. He's gonna lure these two Walladoos together. 4-frame window. And the order is the same every time, so Demo was able to time it first try.
So you might see just how much time wheel makes up.
Anyway, as you can see, Demo's already gaining on Pro Hybrid. Might even... Oh, they entered the goal game at the same time. And Demo has wheels, so he's got a huge advantage on Pro Hybrid. This is really cool, because we get to see the way both mixes work. Or, well, both strategies work. Alright, so in 1-2, there's this particular strat you use to kill the Poppy Burrow. MK, tell us about the double star.
You inhale two birds and it insta kills Poppy because mini bosses at the beginning of
Boom,
the game
just like
have
that.
less than 25 health. So this works on both this one and the wheelie in 2-2, which we'll see in a little bit.
Alright, this last room of 1-2 is pretty simple, but in the next level, 1-3, we will be seeing the second ability used in the run, Burning. Hybrid's going to be grabbing Burning a little bit earlier than Demo will, because Demo's going to try and take full advantage of Wheel. But the reason why we switch from Wheel to Burning is because Burning, while pretty fast, not as fast as Wheel, it's a lot better for the mini-boss, Mr. Frosty, and the main boss, Wispy Woods. Alright. Hybrid grabs Burning. That Burning sound effect is amazing. And Demo will be grabbing Burning right here.
Alright, so the roots sync back up now. Nice, clean from Demo. Clean from Hybrid. Okay, so
Alright, so I guess we should talk about the goal game. You have a how short is the window?
It's okay, so technically, if you want the shortest possible goal game, it's a 1-frame window, but anything in the first 3 frames is acceptable. Generally.
Because it gives you a standing 7. And basically, the reason why we want a standing 7 is because it's fast. If you get a climbing 7 by not pressing the buttons at all, then it wastes a lot of time. And if you press it like 3 frames too late, you will get a climbing 6, which is also very slow.
Yeah, so goal games can really add up over the run. A 3rd frame goal game, I believe, loses 0.4 to a first frame goal game. So like, I think the run has like 40 goal games, so that can really add up over time.
It's like 37. But anyway, Demo's on Wispy, and basically you just have to rhythmically use the Burning ability. I think some runners use a visual cue of when Wispy's eye opens back up to do the next Burning.
Yeah, he just kind of dies and doesn't get to do anything.
Yeah, it's a very easy fight. But anyway, now we're in World 2. The run finally becomes interesting. Sorry, I'm a World 1 hater.
I think we're all World 1 haters, it's okay. Except maybe Rocks. Anyways. Yeah.
Oh no, that guy loves World 1. Oh! I've never seen that before.
Okay.
So you do not want that Twister to do an attack there, or else typically runners will have to wait for him to move to the right before they start their Burning string, or else they will end up inside this guy. Ooh!
Just like that, it kind of messes you up sometimes.
Yeah. Grabbing Tornado is fine though, because Tornado is pretty fast, and we will be ditching our ability pretty quickly for another double star.
That's right after the Swarp Star that Demo is right about to take. Demo got hit in this first room of 2-2 actually.
Alright. Demo does the 3-jump method, and bam, that's Grand Wheelie. And conveniently enough, gives us Wheel.
So, in this game actually, the intended way to do stages a lot of the time is actually the fastest. So that's one reason why it features a lot more abilities than a lot of Kirby speedruns. So like, I mean, here they give you wheel, and then they give you wheel again in the next room, and then they give it to you again. So I wonder which ability I should use here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the stage demo just entered 2-3 is the first stage featuring a Meta Knight arena. Tell us about the Meta Knight arenas, Meta Knight Cocoon.
Alright, so Meta Knight. If you've played Kirby Superstar or this game, you'll remember Meta Knight has his Meta Knights. Great names. They're basically his goons that he sends after you sometimes. Ooh, no, Demo is trying for World 2.
Ooh.
Keep World 2 wheel here.
So this is a very new advancement. Well, not very new, but pretty new, and very few runners tend to go for this. This is like super crazy strat. But he just needs to keep juggling his ability, make sure he doesn't lose it. That's good. Okay, so he didn't manage to inhale the last guy, so he can just take him out with wheel. But this is going to be a very interesting route Demo's taking compared to what Pro Hybrid's going to do. Wait, what?
Yeah, he was practicing this earlier. We'll see if he can.
Oh, no way.
But yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay, Hybrid is taking it like real safe. I don't know about this one. Oh,
he gets it back again.
Kind of popping off. Okay.
Alright, Demo took a hit in the first room of 2-5, but this is where wheel is very tricky. This TikTok fight here. There's a lot of luck involved. That's actually really good luck, isn't it?
It's actually not luck, but it is very precisely dependent on your movement.
Ooh.
So, Demo must have gotten it down. I didn't. Does he do this?
So every time Rock says he gets bad luck, he's bad. Got it.
He's bad. Yeah. That's exactly.
And Demo's good.
I mean, we already know he's more consistent because literally everyone is more consistent than Rox. But,
that's right. So Hybrid didn't manage to keep wheel, so instead he will be using the Spark ability.
And Spark just kind of murders mini bosses. Like you just hold this down, you just ult.
Just 4 hits and it's gone. Ooh, that's not a good place for Demo to be. But he gets out of there just fine. Sick wheel jump positioning there.
Good.
Now, a small time save from keeping wheel here is that you don't have to grab it again right there.
Okay. There's no way his actions are luck.
Oh, Demo takes a hit. Just gonna wheel jump off of this hill here.
Okay, Demo not going for a sub-pixel. I don't know, maybe Hybrid.
Oh, is it better to just wheel jump there than go under?
I am not entirely sure what you're referring to.
Okay, well I'm stealing it anyway.
So Demo about to finish up here. I don't believe TikTok is luck. At least it doesn't seem to me that it is, because if I do the same thing, I get the exact same pattern every single time. Like, almost every. Maybe that pattern is just a lot more common than others. Because actually, I do get. Okay, I do.
Alright, this is Paint Roller, and the ability we're using is High Jump. High Jump's great. You can cancel it at any point, and the cancel itself actually has a hitbox, which can be used to deal a little bit of extra damage. Just like that, Paint Roller is done, but Demo did take a hit.
Not quite the one cycle, but pretty close.
Yeah, and as you can see, High Jump on Pro Hybrid's end is like very good for vertical movement. Ooh, struggling with that door there. Final boss.
Yeah, the doors in this game are annoying because they look like they're 2 pixels tall, but it's actually, the area you can enter is actually only a single pixel, so you always have to enter like...
Ooh, Demo takes a hit against TikTok.
Okay. Oof.
And we're now in World 3, so 100% actually means something now. Hooray! So Demo's gonna go down this one tile gap here, nails it. Hits the spawn block, and up this door, he will hit the first switch. What the switches do is that they unlock generally useless rooms that include like special mini-boss arenas, sub-games including Quick Draw, Air Grind, and Bomb Rally.
You don't actually do any of them in the run of it.
Yeah.
If you want them after you finish the run.
So pretty much everything all the switches you get don't really change anything in the run other than your percentage count.
Ooh, well,
Someone should do the run where you do all the mini games.
Yeah, taller rocks.
Niddle max percent.
0 head. Okay. So this is
Alright.
day 2.
And Demo will be keeping High Jump here. This strat is insane.
Yeah. So,
First major time save. Being able to High Jump through those Screaming Penguins. Demo gets a very good pattern from Bugsy. That's the second time saved from using high jump.
Oh, that was really nice.
Oh no, Hybrid lost high jump in 3-1. I didn't see what happened though.
He got by the burning. Oh, Demo taking a hit in this last room was 3-3, so...
Yeah.
Another advantage, the third time save from keeping high jump is that you don't need to grab it again in 3-3.
Well, there's the third one is just high jumping up this ladder instead of climbing it. That ladder sucks, by the way. And the fourth is not having to grab high jump again.
So altogether, it saves like, optimally versus optimally. I think it saves 3 to 4 seconds. Honestly, it's kind of a matter of personal preference because the high jump and sword fights are both really annoying. Bugsy in general kind of has erratic movement patterns. You back away a lot. Sometimes you won't, and then you'll get grabbed. So it's typically for newer runners. Sort of
leg.
Oh, it just cut out for you too. Okay, well our RTMP kind of died, and
I hear game audio.
back. Never mind.
Oh, here we go. Hybrid comes up to Bugsy. 3. Oh, he takes a hit, but he didn't get grabbed, which is good. And meanwhile, Demo's doing the pure high jump arena in 3-4. That strat can be very tricky for beginners, but I think it's fairly easy. But it's very cool looking and very satisfying to do. Alright. Now, Demo heads into 2-5, where we grab Invincibility Candy. Invincibility Candy, all it does is basically make you invincible. It does not damage mini-bosses, and it does not make you run faster. But that's okay, because we can just stand right inside this boss, this bonkers, and spam high jump cancels. Oh, I've never seen that method before of getting through those blocks. I might steal that.
What did he do? It wasn't.
He high jumped. He didn't float into the first block. He high jumped into it.
Oh, yeah, that's the optimal way. It's just.
Oh, is it?
RTA.
I've only ever seen people float into it.
Because it's more consistent than Demo healing K.
I refreshed it like 5 times. Alright, I hear 3-4 arena.
Okay, I think I'm behind. Hold on, let me refresh.
Alright. Hybrid finished the arena with only 1 health, but thankfully there is a tomato. Oh, this door is a struggle, because if he misses it, he bonks off the floor, and because there's wind, he goes flying.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that door is so hard.
No, Demo's...
And now, Demo is showing off what peak high jump movement looks like. That was really good. Yeah. So one thing Hybrid could have done, there's this museum in World 3, and in the museum, it actually gives you high jump. So if you lose high jump in 3-4, then I think it's a good idea to go out of your way to get high jump again. But Hybrid's going to be doing bonkers with freeze. Dang, that actually worked out pretty decently for him.
Alright, and Demo finishing the building off at 1336, I think it was. So it's pretty...
If you bounce and don't float, you always land normally, I think, in that room, Marsh. Anyway, Demo enters World 4. We completely missed Shine and Bright. Dang.
Oh yeah, okay, we have to talk about the meme.
Yeah. But first, Demo has another switch coming up. We also forgot to talk about the one in 3-6. Dang.
That one
Peak NIDL commentary. But he's just gonna high jump to hit this block up here, high jump to hit the switch. I think the movement in like the switch room itself is actually really cool with high jump. As opposed to the more beginner strat, which is to take UFO in the room before. Does Demo go for a mix here? He gets wheel. Nice.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. That room can be a little annoying sometimes, but he got it. He's out of there with wheel.
Yeah, Hybrid got the 3-6 switch, which was very not out of his way. I did not think you could go over that sortie. But, conveniently, there's a high jump here, which is both useful for movement in this room and the boss coming up. Anyway, Demo is in 4-2 with wheel, a fairly advanced strategy. There's a couple things you can do, including using the tornado provided in 4-1, or mixing it for burning, or mixing it for wheel.
Yeah, wheel being the fastest out of all of them.
Of course.
Okay, so hybrid now is on Sun and Moon.
He guesses sun and gets it wrong. No.
Okay, so there's like 3 camps when it comes to this boss. Okay, and they all like average out at the same time. Some people guess Moon, some people guess Sun, and some people stay in the middle. So personally, I'm in the stay in the middle camp.
Stay in the middle, gang.
Okay, the Sun Squad, as they like to call it, versus the Moon Crew. The Sun Squad is actually a lot smaller than the Moon Crew. The Moon Crew is like by far the biggest.
Yeah, and the Sun Gang's like 3 people.
Yeah. So, okay. So this actually is an uncommon matchup because there is no Moon Crew member here. It's actually
Yeah.
Sun Squad versus No Guess Gang. Wow, that UFO got like real close. Okay.
Gio, you don't even play this game. Anyway, Demo hits the switch in for 3, and he has to backtrack across the wind to get through this door. And in this room, we'll be grabbing high jump.
So this is... the timing for this can be a bit tight. This jump particularly, but it's not that bad. Some people just do choose to keep Spark. I think I would probably be doing that. You just kind of spark your way through the whole room. Loses about a second, but it's not a big deal. Jay is wrong, don't listen to him. I have the world record, he doesn't. Anyways, Demo going now to 4-4. I don't know if he might try to do wheel here. No? Okay, no wheel. Ooh.
Yeah, the mix there is like very, very, very top runner level. Is it even in world record right now?
No.
No?
Neither world record has 4-4 wheel.
Wow, I thought any percent had it at least. Dang.
No, I don't think so.
But the 4-4 wheel mix saves like very little time because you just grab wheel here anyway. Ooh, Demo messes up the movement in this room. Ooh, sick flywheel. I thought if you would try that, you would end up getting hit by the sortie, but I guess not.
So fast. That's fine. He's playing a bit safe.
Yeah, this is Fan. Say hi to Fan. Fan sucks, but in this level, he's okay.
Hey, Jay, I don't even use stage splits anymore, so you can't even say that. Anyway, wow, that was a really clean spark room. I know. Fairly new strat, actually, or comparatively.
It's like 3.5 seconds, but people thought it was 4 for a while.
Yeah, comparatively, keeping Spark after Fanfan is actually a new strat. For the longest time, people actually grabbed him for throw. And
the reason why they would grab him for throw is because they thought the arena would be faster. But then I came along and came up with the My strat. This is the My strat that Demo's going for.
Faster without your strat too, but Sniper made it even faster. So
yeah, I made it a whole second faster.
So, oh wait, what?
That is not the My strat.
Yeah, that is not his strat. But whatever.
And Hybrid doesn't know the My strat either. But so dang. Rip me. Anyway, we grab burning in this room. One thing to note about the clouds is that like the little corners on the clouds don't actually have collision. They're just like decoration tiles. So for some runners, it can really throw them off if they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, cloud platforms.
I mean, I have the level editor, so they actually make sense to me.
2 full stages ahead at this point. Into 4-6. There is this probably.
I've never seen anyone puff that block before.
I don't know. There's a bunch of different strats in here. You can. Those frogs are really annoying because they're purely luck which way they swim. So you can like just swim forward, not even spit them, and hope for the best. Or
this is TikTok. TikTok sucks.
Consistent. I haven't. So he can actually like slide right into you instead of jumping like you just did, which is the worst. That's the
another switch, by the way, for Demo. But, this one's like probably like the quickest one to get in the whole run.
Yeah, it's also the easiest to forget, in my opinion. I forgot.
Yes, definitely.
And there's the 6-4 one, but we'll talk about that later.
I think like only 2 people have missed that. Me and like someone else.
Okay, then we're grabbing high jump now and gonna head to Krakow. And it's basically like Krakow's basically a high jump flex stage where you get to show how good you are at the ability, or bad, but I think demos probably hopefully a little better, a little more on the good side. You gotta just jump off all these platforms before the actual boss fight.
The movement for this is like super sick, but if you the frame like you hit one of those high jump dudes, it'll actually eat your high jump cancel input if you try to high jump cancel on that frame. So it can sometimes be really annoying if you get your input eaten. Demo takes a hit against Krakow, that's not good.
So the position of Krakow's lightning is actually luck based. Like exactly where...
It's not even based on his visuals. Oh, Hybrid's doing the Spark Arena. I've never seen that before.
A little spaghetti, but gets the job.
That could have gone worse. Oh, as you see, the cloud collisions. That's a one-tile gap he actually fell through. But it looks like a half-tile gap, and it doesn't look like you should be able to fall through there.
This is the room with the Kaiser Bronto person.
Alright, Demo grabs the Switch in 5-1. I think this one's pretty hard to remember, honestly, even though I've only missed it once.
I don't know if I've ever missed it. In fact, sometimes I go down there when I'm doing any percent. Yeah.
Rotato.
Wonder, yo, how many switches do you think we're gonna see forgotten during this tournament?
Hopefully not many.
Hopefully. Bets that Roxford gets a switch.
If he does, it will be in 4-6, and it will be because one of his brothers was probably talking with him.
That's true.
Alright, so this is 5-2. 5-2 is sick. 5-2 is one of my favorite stages in the game if you do like all the nutty strats. This is the first ability you grab, the ball ability. Ball is sick.
Actually, cool movement that you can do with it. And,
oh, that's very cool. Nice.
Yeah,
Chooses to puff above the Swordy, which I think is a great idea at this point, honestly, because he messed up the movement at first. And Ball has a... It actually falls as fast as stone when you're in ball form. Alright. Nadichi, Bonkers just got annihilated by Ball. Just 1-2, and it's over.
Oh, actually dropping Ball. I guess he doesn't do the Roxas strat here, but...
Oh, what? It's so easy.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of movement to do with Ball as well. It actually does move faster horizontally than running, so... And optimally is actually the second fastest ability for horizontal movement in the game. Making it that fast typically requires like task-like precision, so generally Ball isn't thought of as a movement ability. It is all still pretty versatile. Right hands. Well, now in the get this ability or suffer stage, also known as 5-3. Actually, funny because the game will give you a high jump and you use it because it's fast. It gives you a wheel and you use it because it's fast. And then it gives you a parasol and you just completely ignore it because parasol is literally the worst. So, there's that.
The cutoff, as you saw on Pro Hybrid screen. Nobody probably actually saw it. But I found it in the level editor, and now I can't unsee it. Anyway, Demo grabs Burning in 5-4. 5-4 is like another one of my favorite stages. I love 5-4.
Oh, the triple.
Does the triples. Ooh, very good on the flow. Usually I just mash if I miss that, but... And sometimes it works, but I might steal that from Demo in case that happens to me again.
So that strat, this strat here is made by Marsh, and it is literally the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I love that strat so much.
Because you basically spit it as he's spawning off screen with that double star. So it's pretty simple.
Demo goes for ball swag.
It's free.
Oh! Oh! You got need input!
Maybe not.
He is very lucky to have survived that. Anyway, another switch right here. Very quick, but it takes out one of the sick any percent strats in my opinion. I won't say the name of this strat because it's like a whole the name is like a whole paragraph long.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Okay, yeah, you guys should be happy that Rox isn't here, otherwise he would be worried about now. But okay, 5-4 done with. Starting from here, from where demo is, there is a switch every level for the next like 8 levels, I think, or 9. So this is where the bulk of the 100% action is at.
Ooh, very interesting strat hybrid used against Bonkers here.
Say the name, you cowards. I don't even...
I'll say the short version, Rox Ball.
Okay, I'll give you guys a little more. It's the high flying, gravity defying SK is verifying Roxball. Those are the only ones I remember.
Fire Lion
Okay.
be crying.
Is that one of them?
I think that's one of them. I don't think Rox actually remembers the entire thing because he like tries to speak so fast he like mumbles half of it.
Not a rapper. Anyways, the name is longer than the speedrun. Touche.
Alright, so after taking out Fire Lion, we grab Burning.
There's actually a mix here for wheel, but like no one does except Rox.
I went for it once and I think I actually got it. Oh, I got it, but I missed the initial timing, so I got it on like the second run through. So it was epic.
At the same time, you have to get the wheel cancel at the end of that room, which is really, really tight. It's definitely not.
Alright, look at demo screen. I wonder what ability they want you to have in this room.
Well, he gets it for a bit, but you actually like...
That's right, we want Hammer. And the reason why we want Hammer is because we need Hammer to hit this switch.
That'll be coming up shortly.
And we'll actually try and keep Hammer for a couple of stages. Hammer is also very useful against the Heavy Mole boss.
So... Hammer, along with actually UFO, is actually the other ability that can hit these metal blocks, but it's very impressive.
Oh, really?
As well.
It wouldn't save time, would it? Oh, definitely not, because he can't keep UFO out of a stage. So you'd have to go back into 5-6 to mix Hammer again. Alright, Hybrid not going for Ball Swag. Respectable decision, considering the cost of missing it can be very devastating. Very high risk, low reward trick.
But, very high chance of getting yourself flamed by many runners who idolize it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
As you can see, demo on Heavy Mole does an extra float to avoid the bottom saw there.
UFO with ball mixture, that's definitely slower.
That's the KA strat.
I've thought about it before, but it's just, I mean, if you just think about it for like a little bit, it's 100% slower. Well, UFO movement is so slow in this game. Okay, so demo trying to keep Hammer through here, and he actually does, which is good, because he needs it to break another metal block.
Yeah, keeping Hammer through that room can be very tricky because the frogs are very random. The backup for it would be to do a mix off of like a lot of these enemies. There's a lot of good mix opportunities in this room, and I really like that. Either wheel or Hammer works, and conveniently they are right next to each other at the pretty much the very beginning, 3rd and 4th ability. So it's very easy to time. Now, we want to keep burning as much as we can. We grabbed it in the last room, by the way.
It's, well, yeah, it's slower because going back to ball mix going back to ball mix for Mole is slower. If anything, I don't know, it could maybe potentially be... I can't see it being faster. Oh, is Demo gonna go for this mix here? He is.
Oh, dude!
He gets the pattern for it, so... Real nice there.
So, if you don't get the pattern you want, you need to, like, quickly back it up. I actually made a flowchart for it a long time ago, but I think I lost it, unfortunately. But, like, basically there's, like, 3 different patterns, and you have to react to it super quickly. And if you don't react to it quickly enough, then you have to time it at a very different point of the mix that, like, pretty much nobody practices. So you're guaranteed to be forced to mix off of the Sparkies in the room with the stump. Ooh. Hybrid loses hammer.
Uh,
This 5-6 is like a real run killer for some people, especially beginners, because if you lose hammer and you make it to the very end of the room, you can't respawn enough wheelies to go back and mix it. Well, you can't go back and mix it because you're stuck on that one-way platform.
Alright. Okay, demo now gonna head in 263, and this is the biggest run killer of 100%. Because there is a mix, you gotta say 15 seconds, but only if you get it first try, so let's see what we got.
Oh! So how big of a time save is that over no UFO?
15 seconds.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
That's like
after
the hardest mix in like GBA DS Kirby history, honestly. It's so hard.
break even with no UFO, and then if you're rocks and you get like 8th try, of course you're losing a ton of time. So the other day Rox got like a 43-3x with like 8th try UFO, which is kind of crazy.
I'm not entirely sure if Demo went for the timing off of the music beat. Some runners like Wakaza introduced it, and they've been able to get it very consistently. Jay as well. I've never seen Jay miss it for like the past few weeks.
Yeah, world record actually has second try. That's the only problem with
it. You didn't even use the Q though.
Yeah, I don't use it. I use my own Q. I count the ticks, and it works like 70% of the time. If I practice it, that number goes up. But yeah, my world record is not perfect by any means. Could definitely be beaten during this tournament, especially. Quill's been going for it for quite some time. Okay, so in Hundo, 6-4 is done powerless.
Yeah.
The movement is pretty interesting, but it can be a little annoying. And navigate through all these really tight passageways here, and then this is easy to miss one tile door here. Got the switch. I think this was the last one I got casually. I can remember correctly from like way back. Oh, I was actually keeping hammer through 6-1, I didn't even notice.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's respectable. I like
this
that.
is the old strat. I think Halo's 4306 actually does this.
Wait, seriously?
If you do it optimally, actually doesn't even lose any time. I don't think it's there.
Over the stone grab.
Yeah.
But Stone Mix does to save time. But very few people tend to go for it in RTAs. Unfortunately, Hybrid does lose the hammer because that first room of 6-2 is like awful. So he just has to pick it up here, or the Stone Mix that Demo did. But the Stone Mix, very tricky. Wouldn't recommend runners going for it. At least at the level Hybrid's at. The low mid level.
He's second ahead of Jay's PB right now, which is means he's on pretty fat PB pace at the moment.
Ooh, doesn't this PB lose a lot of time in World 7?
Don't remember. Yeah, he loses like 1 billion years in 7-2. Okay, so here's Burning Mix. And perfect, wow.
Ooh, so he's saving time off Jay right now, actually.
So Burning Mix actually doesn't save a whole ton of time, it saves like 1.5 seconds. But it does make the UFO room in the next stage a lot more consistent. So you'll see what I mean by that in just a little bit.
It saves strength if you do the Bloody Mix.
So Jay, or what was I gonna say? Demo actually came up with a better strat for a 6-6 here.
Wait, seriously?
Just burn right away, and if you time them real
nice, my pop filter fell off my mic.
That was real clean. I'm totally stealing that. Going back to this category. Hybrid now coming up to UFO Mix. Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Here we go. Woo! He got it first try in a run earlier today, but he got hit by Bonkers and didn't know the movement, so he actually lost a ton of time. But this is a huge time save for Hybrid. And if he plays very well, it could be like a 15-second gold. Absolutely nuts. Don't go back in the door. Nice, he remembered to avoid it this time. Now Demo using his burning to get a double star off the Frosties. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if he kept it in the UFO room or not. Because I think we were a little focused on Hybrid there.
Got hit by UFO actually, because he didn't space.
Now Hybrid playing very well, but now Demo is on like one of the hardest rooms of the game. This is the 6-6 arena. And if you don't know, every time you turn around, the game will eat your input when Kirby's in like his skidding animation. And that animation is like 500 times longer on ice, so it's a very difficult arena as a result.
Oh wow, Demo with the fastest reset in the West. That was really fast. So yeah, making sure his full health into Meta Knight, which is definitely smart. Okay, did not go for the quick hits.
Oh, already a block. That's not good. But there's a lot of 2, 3. There's a lot of luck involved with Meta Knight. 4, 5. That
still
was
not,
awful.
I've seen way worse.
Oh no, that was pretty bad. He only got hit once though. In Meta Knight, there's a little quirk where the game like straight up requires you to have sword. If you can't get rid of it, if you get hit, you don't lose it. Otherwise, you lose your ability every time you get hit.
Okay, so that's a 35-25 World 6 exit, so I'm just trying to think how feasible it is for Demo to get 43 off of this. It's definitely pretty feasible, I would say.
Dude, race kickoff with a PB. Oh, that's hype. Alright, here comes the flamer. Nice, so a little quirk with the game, you can't actually inhale your star a little bit after you get rid of it. So Demo abuses that to get the flamer pretty easily. And now after he hits the switch, he has a nice 6 health for the upcoming level 7-2. And for this level, we will be mixing Ball. Why we want to use Ball? 7-2 is the boss tower of the game, and we want Ball because Boss obliterates bosses.
Yeah, so
very interesting ball swag strategy Demo did there.
Roll, that's standard.
Oh, that was the Cobra Ball? Nice.
Cobra, yeah. So, okay, here we go in the top path, because there's less bosses, but these guys are really fast. And
yeah.
So, okay, that's already, not...
Yeah. One little thing to note about the 7-2 top path is that while there's 3 less bosses, the bosses are way more difficult in like a casual setting. Like, look at Fan. He's quick.
He's moving! Oh man, Demo.
Oh, that was almost a sick backup, but it just didn't.
There you go.
The Fan grab.
Okay, he's still got 3L, so he should be fine. Especially.
Yeah. It begins.
Charge. Okay. So yeah, Bugsy is super free if you gives you that parry. You just gotta do that. Then Fire Line isn't bad. You almost always will get, or you will always get 2 hits on those. Actually, that was perfect.
Yeah. The corpse. Oh, the corpse survives. You wanna not make sure you do not kill the corpse because you want the burning ability. Ooh, Hybrid trying to use these Sparkies to get a double star here.
What entirely is he going for? Is he going for double star?
He wants a double star. One thing you can do is if you keep fire from the previous stage, I've seen Jay do this. He uses it as a very easy way to set up a double star off of the Screaming Penguin without having to rely on both the Screaming Penguin and the Swordy. I should tell Hybrid about that.
Hybrid going in here now. I guess he's waiting till the end of the room to grab a UFO because
yeah. Ooh, and he chooses the Fat Kirby. I agree. I actually don't know if I agree with that because if you get hit off of the platform as Fat Kirby and fall, you have to spit it out. And if all the other UFOs are gone, they do not respawn. Ooh, Hybrid using UFO against the 2 Frosties. Or did I say Demo?
No, I'm just...
Frick, MK, you're confusing me.
He got hit in Ice Diamonds because he doesn't know that proper route, I think.
Oh, really?
Like a weird way. But,
oh, good thing he was able to recover it. That's, like, impossible to do.
We're now doing this arena. If we could get like a double PB for our first race, that'd be pretty hype.
I'm not entirely sure how well Hybrid Space is doing.
Definitely on pace for it if he doesn't die in 7-2, I would say.
Now, Hybrid didn't take a death in 7-2, but his strats in that stage today were rather questionable. Here comes Mennonite. Takes a down stab. 1 block. 2 blocks.
This Mennonite like
3 hits. A 4th hit.
Okay, no more blocks though. So
no more blocks though, which is nice. I might suggest a soft reset from Hybrid. Because 7-1, it does have ice physics in the sword room. So I think if you are like very unfamiliar with the strategies to get burning, you could get pretty destroyed.
Well, we'll see what he ends up. Demo
All right.
2, 5.
So in 7-5, we want Spark. The reason why we want Spark is because it's a fast, consistent way of taking out this grand wheelie here. Because this is like otherwise you have to use Crash, and Crash is, oh no.
Oh, getting a little bodied by that wheelie there, but
All right, and then we want to grab Wheel here to get Wheel. But keeping Wheel here can be tricky in this wind tunnel. That was a late jump. When you bonk on the top of one of these pillars, your heart rate like instantly triples, I find.
Alright, but he got through there fine. 2 HP for 7-6 should be fine, because he's got a switch that can fill his health fully at the end. I didn't quite catch, that was like a 40, 37 or so. 30.
We got a big boy PBE pace coming in though.
Yeah, he can, if this goes really well, he can still 43. Like, barely, I think. Really good DDD, so the chance...
We need ball mix, perfect DD, and like pretty much like a perfect nightmare. Ooh, misses the first bonker sit from Pro Hybrid. Pro Hybrid on 7-2, the really hard boss stage.
Yeah, hybrid strats on 7-2 are just a YOLO and hope it works. I mean, it doesn't work half the time. I mean, that was not bad. Though there are setups for every boss.
Ooh. What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, the apple kill.
Let's go. Now, ball mix. That was it.
Demo gets ball mix. Oh, that was a good setup for Bugsy, but it didn't quite work out, but he got the final hit. And we just have fire lines, so Hybrid's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, or not. Wait, he's waiting for him to jump. Oh, he didn't get the jump he wanted.
Yeah,
he can just spit out the star. Yep.
Nice. It's very pretty unlikely Demo will... He needs this DDD if he wants the 43. No, oh, okay. No,
you gotta dive. It's over, dude. And a suck.
The suck.
The
suck. Okay, finishes him off there. This should still PV though, I think. Yeah, looking like a low 44. So, in hybrid right now.
Demo's just shaking his screen because he's mashing.
See, that's how good he is, though. I haven't even noticed that he was playing on his screen until now. Like, he holds the screen so still. That's so impressive to me. I don't know how he does that. But yeah, I mean, now he can't really be helped. Hybrid. Oh, he lost burning at some point. Yeah, this orb is kind of really ugly right now. Oh boy. I guess the nerve's getting the demo a little bit, but it's that last hit there. And okay, if he doesn't miss any hits, he right now is looking at a 2x.
Ooh.
Actually, oh no, he can 1x. He can 1x if he's fast. That will be a PV by, I think, about 10 or 15 seconds. So that's still pretty impressive. Hybrid going the KA route here in 7-4.
So getting through these round rooms in 7-4 can be really tricky sometimes, because like the first two rooms in particular, the enemy patterns are very random.
Yeah, Demo getting the first 3 hits, so this looks good so far.
Yeah.
Did he go for early 4th? Yes, he does, and gets it. Oh, I forgot Sparky, but he turned around, so he actually didn't die. Dang.
Please respond to Sparky. Oh no.
And Demo looking to finish right about now. 44-18, I think. Wow, that is a PB, I'm pretty sure.
That is a PB if I've ever seen one before. GG.
Hybrid finishing up here. Trying to not die on 7-4. Definitely pretty difficult high KB. Oh, I think was Hybrid going for health on that goal game, or did he just miss it by a lot? I'm not sure. But, okay. Set and okay, so now Hybrid is going to be going for Crash here in 7-5. This is the alternate strat. Wow, the hitbox. On
Oh,
this
the
Crash
hitbox. I've been playing Kirby Superstar lately. The hitboxes on the explosions are a lot nicer in that game.
So if you do Crash, it takes this boss down to only one hit left, but you have to hope that he gives you. Oh boy, you have to. Oh boy, you have to hope he gives you a projectile, and sometimes he cannot give you a projectile forever, which is happening right now. This is some really, really.
This is exactly what I was worried about.
Man, so yeah, this is.
Oh.
Wow.
It's still going.
Finally. But 1 health. Oh boy. Okay, and he's taking. I don't.
Oh, what is happening? Oh no!
Hybrid,
No!
Okay.
Now that's very bad because rip wheel.
7-6 with burning is much slower. Don't get hit again, please. Oh, okay, spit that out. Oh boy. If you get like flamed over, okay. If you get hit by one of those flamers over one of those pits, oh, reeler mix. Oh, he got laser first.
No, he didn't know that. You just had to wait it out. Oh, I need to tell him that.
Laser first, fire first. You can wait it out. Oh, and he didn't grab that burning either. So I guess we're powerless now. Yeah, PB definitely dead after that. So unfortunate for Hybrid, but he's still gonna finish off.
All right.
I guess going through the KDL stage in KDL manner, respectable.
Yes, that is the one.
This level here, I mean, you see by the black and white, it's a callback back to
the very first Kirby game, Kirby's Dream Land 1. Now we're entering the third stage, Float Island. Just about each stage has 2 rooms, and we never really mentioned it, but the switch at the very end is a throwback to a pretty fun secret they left in Kirby's Dream Land, where if you go inside the moon, it takes you to a secret area, and in that secret area in this game, it gives you a switch. Now we're in Bubbly Clouds. This room without wheel is super tricky because of those Scarfies. There's no easy way to get through there without taking a damage boost.
Fastest way is just a damage boost. Those Scarfies are relentless. So actually so the moon room did become a trend in all Kirby games. In basically every Kirby game there is a secret. Oh, Cutter DD! Let's go!
Yeah! Let's go!
Hybrid strat. Cutter
yeah. Cosmic Braid, dude.
Alright, so Ball is much faster optimally, but Cutter actually is not even that bad if you're about to see Grow Hybrid is the master of the strat. It's actually a lot safer than Ball, so definitely a good alternative for beginners, because you basically just flinch lock DD the entire match. Like, just look at this.
Yeah. When are you adding this in your tutorial, MK?
I don't know. I think learning Ball is still valuable, but if I ever make another tutorial, I might. Oop, okay, it gets hit up.
You should at least mention it.
I didn't think that was.
Oh, that's not. Oh, he has to wait for you to give an attack.
Yeah,
oh, okay. Yeah. If DD had started a float, that's like a huge time loss. He split.
I can do all the memes.
Yes.
Yes. Bro, only Chads do Cutter DDD.
Yes.
Cutter DDD is a gamer move. So okay, Hybrid, you looking. That does look pretty nice orb so far.
Yeah, he's gotten quite a few attacks blocked, but thankfully he's taken very few hits.
Staying back.
I say as he takes a hit, but that's fine. Oh, he takes another hit. This attack's tricky to avoid, but he avoids it nicely. Optimally, you just take the damage boost there.
Okay. Close.
2 health nightmare. Oh, the orb's still going.
Okay, he's good. He's
One
good,
health
good.
nightmare. Ooh, this could go any way.
If he doesn't die, this should 50. So, let's see.
What if he takes an intentional death?
Could. If he takes intentional death, he's not getting 50, so... Let's see, I assume he'll go for it. For the 50. Alright. So yeah, 6 hits. Perfect on the first
There's
one.
the first.
If you hit Nightmare early enough, he usually doesn't have any chance to even throw anything at you. That was close though. Worth it.
Ooh. And for that attack, if you have 1 health, you always want to stay at the corner. If you don't miss a hit, then Nightmare is basically unable to hit you in the corner.
Yeah, right.
We just camp there.
And okay, missing the quick
This is the hit, but that's fine.
Nice. 50-55. GG to
Poggers. Congratulations to both of the runners.
Dang good runs from both sides. I guess, are we gonna get him in for an interview?
We already have Demo waiting. Joining us now for an interview is the winner of today's race, which I never marked, Demo. Congratulations, Demo.
Thank you.
So that was a PB by 11 seconds, I was told.
Yeah,
Nice. All right, how do you feel about that run?
that run sucks. I was 20 seconds behind after Krakow. And then I just got really bad luck in level 7 from the bosses.
DDD was something else. It was pretty bad DDD, but yeah, good game anyway.
Yeah, one thing I do want to put out there is that you did nail every mix. I'm pretty sure.
You guys both got first try UFO, which
Yeah.
that's a high bar for the rest of the tourney.
And Hybrid didn't even go for like any of the other mixes in the run, including 7-6 ball mix.
Yeah.
Did he even go for anything else? He did 7-1 ball, of course. So that one's free.
I mean, he did 5-6 hammer because he made that one too. Aside from all the
Oh,
necessary.
right.
Hybrid gonna? Oh wait, no, he's here.
Joining us now for an interview is our runner-up of today's race, GG Pro Hybrid.
Oh, dude, runner-up? No way. That's a whole silver medal.
Second place out of 2. What do you think about your run?
Pretty bad. I'm surprised I only finished a minute off, but the first try UFO mix was super poggers.
How much time did you save on that split? Because I noticed you didn't get hit.
I golded by 8 seconds, but I kind of screwed up the ending. I could have golded by like a couple more.
Cool.
Yeah, I've actually haven't missed UFO mix today because I hit it 3 for 3 in practice. So I'm like, might as well do it in the run. And it
Cool.
was actually nutty. Thanks to Kid.
And you got it in your practice run today.
Yeah, but then I screwed up bonkers. So.
So you didn't even gold.
Alright.
Uh,
Let me see. I mean, I guess this was the first match, so there's not really a whole lot going on.
Nah, it was pretty good beyond that. I was actually like halfway through. I was watching Demolition14. I'm like, damn, this is actually getting intense. I didn't know if he was gonna 43. But
Taste until Grand Wheelie. So. Okay, Demo, you are going to play the winner of Krill versus Faster Supersonic. How do you feel about that match?
There's a chance that I could win.
Okay. Yeah. Quill hasn't played this game a lot recently. But
I hear someone getting ringed up right
someone
now.
trying to. I got a call.
Okay.
Yeah, but GG's to Demo. That was a fun race.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a very good kickoff, despite the really long wait for the start.
Yeah, show us. Okay, you guys know rocks. He forgot to send the layouts to.
Yeah, so shout outs to Peasel and all the other SG guys for getting everything set up in a timely manner.
yeah.
I'm sad because you interrupted me while I was playing Spring Breeze.
Bro, you didn't even go for the jet mix. I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry, MK.
You let me down. Okay, anyone have any other thoughts? Anything?
KDL2, rise up, Cutter D3.
Yeah,
Better do three. Oh yeah, me and
and with that, Hybrid's gone.
we've been racing for 39 KDL2 and I've been getting owned recently, so Hybrid's good. KDL2 is his game. But I don't know, Demo, any shoutouts, any roasts, or anything in between?
Okay, in
Oh, you
6-.
failed ball swag but didn't die.
Oh yeah, that was just because of hit lag or something.
Yeah,
In
you don't
6-.
need an input, I could tell.
In 6-2, I went for the stone mix and I got really lucky with it.
Yeah, that
but-
was really cool.
But I didn't gold because for some reason I got rid of my burning before I entered the stage.
Oh. Wait, why would you do that?
I have no idea. I just have some muscle memory. Told me to get rid of my burning.
You know, the run before my current world record, I was on like record pace into 6-2, and then I forgot to get the stone. So, like, stuff happens. So, okay, well, next match. Coming
Oh
up
wait,
this
I
tournament-
have one more shout out.
Okay.
One more important thing.
Nice.
7-2 sucks.
Let's go,
Yes.
Fan!
Yeah, to 7-2, boys and girls. So Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, Jayhawker versus Reiner, however the heck you want to say it.
Reiner.
Anyways, yeah, that is the next one. Unless something else gets scheduled before then, which maybe. We got a lot of matches coming up for you guys. I don't know, Sniper, do you have like the speed gaming schedule or anything pulled up?
I do not. Let me quickly Google it.
I saw something about an Untitled Goose Game tournament in the chat earlier, which sounds pretty lit, so maybe go check
Eyes
that out.
emoji.
There's probably more Link to the Past going on, because there's always Link to the Past going on.
Schedule.
Looking at my follow channels. Dude, there's anything else going on.
Untitled Goose Game is an any percent glitchless tournament is happening right now on Speed Gaming 2. On Speed Gaming 1 later today, we have a Super Mario Bros. 3 point-based tournament.
Cool. Point based. That sounds kind of interesting. Yeah, okay, maybe check those out if you're interested. Aside from that, I don't know. Sniper, you have anything else to add? Did we forget anything?
Fan.
Bad.
Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day. Bye.